otherwise known as Auntie Mia. Hey, Nieces in the house. So exciting. So, guests, if you're a guest on this call tonight, the first thing I would like for you to do is I would like for you to put in the chat, thank you, girl. Thank you, girl, because we can choose who we work with. We can choose who we want to be business partners with, who we want to do this pink journey with, who we want to take as our business partner. We get to choose whether we keep someone a customer or whether we invite them into the business. So I would like for you guests to say, thank you, Nicole, or thank you, Tanya, whoever invited you tonight. Tell them thank you, because you're about to see and hear exactly what's necessary to change your life. Absolutely. Okay. So my life was changed 31 years ago. 31 years ago, I started my Mary Kay journey, y'all, as a college student, a 19-year-old college student at Howard University, the real HU. You know, okay? And so my mom at the time was a brand new Mary Kay director. And she dropped me off and she had to go to Dallas. She got to go to Dallas to be trained by the company. And so she wasn't able to stay during my entire orientation week and all of that. She said, baby, I'm leaving you. I got to go to Dallas. She said, and before you graduate, I'm going to have my pink Cadillac. And I was like, okay, Mom, you go, girl, you go, girl. Wasn't thinking anything about Mary Kay for me. Okay, nothing about it. And when I was about a junior in college, things began to change, all right? Because I was going to school, getting me a good job and going that route. But about my junior year is when I looked around literally on campus and saw people with their own side hustles. They had their own thing going. It's interesting, if you watched the BET Awards last night, you saw Puffy donate $1 million to Howard. Well, when I was on campus, when I was at Howard, Puffy was also at Howard. And so he, at the time, he was a party promoter. So every time you saw Puffy, he was handing out flyers and talking about what party he was promoting that weekend and stuff like that. And he eventually left and went and worked for Andre Harrell, and the rest is history for him. And several people followed in that path on the music industry. A lot of the people who were on campus at that time went on to follow their musical dreams. Well, also, there was another young man who sold t-shirts, and the name of his t-shirts was Tribe Vibe. Well, he actually got his t-shirt worn on the Cosby Show, and another guy was selling like oils and things like that. So everybody had their little thing, and I wanted my little thing. And so my little thing wound up being Mary Kay. I just wanted something that I could do for me, that I could make some extra money, like I saw around campus. It was just a very entrepreneurial spirit there. Well, who else had an entrepreneurial spirit was my mom. Anyway, and so I always call what happened with my mom, I always refer to her as H&H. She was always home and she was always happy, all right? Always home and always happy. When I would call home from college, I would say, hey, Mom. She would say, hey, baby. She was always there to answer the phone, never whispering at work, baby, I can't talk right now. I never had that as an example. I always had a mom who never had a boss. She never complained about the workplace. It just was not a part of my life. I never knew that life. She was always independent. She always made her own money, and she was always the boss. And so all of those things all came together for me to decide that I would start Mary Kay. I had this internship in downtown Silver Springs, Maryland, and I'm sitting there every day and doing what I call playing the waiting game. So I would wait through traffic in the morning. When I got to work, I would wait and see what the owner, what her mood would be like, because that would determine everybody's mood in the office. However she felt is how we felt, right? And then I would wait for lunch, and then I would try not to go to sleep, and then I would wait through traffic, get home, choke down some dinner, and do it all over again. And I thought, okay, this is absolutely not for me. So after 1 month of working at that internship, that is when I finally said, Mom, I want to try Mary Kay. And she was so excited. She was so excited. Now, I wish I could say that when I started my business right then on campus, that I just was went for it. And I was just the bomb, and I did everything right. But I will tell you, I was more of an insultant than a consultant. Okay, truly. It was really sad. Sad. But I just knew, like deep down, I still knew that this is for me. So when I graduated at my graduation party, I have an accounting degree, right? So when I graduated, everybody was like, okay, where's your job? Where's your job going to be? And when I told them, I'm going to sell Mary Kay, you could have heard crickets. And nobody really said anything. And they kind of looked at my mom with blame, like, you just put her through Howard. Like, my parents paid for Howard totally. I had no loans, no financial aid. And I graduated with no loans and no financial aid. And the family knew that. So they were like, you're going to let her sell Mary Kay? And they would tell my mom, she's nothing like you anyway. It was bad, okay? And it stayed bad for about 7 months. So when I moved back home, I stayed home with my parents for 7 months. And that is when everything changed, because it was time for me to get my own apartment, listen, okay? So my story is that I said, Mom, I'm ready to get my own place. And her story is that she told me it was time for me to get my own place. And either way, when I got that apartment and she looked at me and she grabbed my hands and she said, baby, I'm not paying your rent. And y'all, I knew she meant that. I was like, that's for real right there. She said, you're either gonna sell your Mary Kay and work it, or you're gonna get a job. I'm not paying your rent. And I knew she meant that. So things got real fast, okay? And so the friends I was hanging out and partying with, I began to really party with them with Mary Kay. I would say, hey, y'all, let's do our face before we go out. And it just made sense. You know, we need to be cute before we go out. And they loved the product. And then some of them even wanted to join my team. And so I was making that rent every month, and I was only doing Mary Kay. That was my only source of income. And y'all, because of paying that rent is why I'm here today, 31 years later. Now, to tell you more about my story, my mom, y'all, became the 10th Mary Kay, the 10th National Sales Director, African-American, the 10th African-American National Sales Director in Mary Kay history. So she not only earned her pink Cadillac by the time I graduated from Howard, but she went on to the very top position of leadership in Mary Kay, which is national. And I became the 27th Black National Sales Director in Mary Kay history, y'all. And we're the first Black mother-daughter nationals in Mary Kay history. Isn't that exciting? Can you believe that? I went from an insultant to a national. So baby, you can too. When I tell you, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to sell nothing to nobody. But that job was worse to me than any sales position. I was like, I'm not gonna play that waiting game the rest of my life. I'm not doing it, okay? And so that's why I sit here today. And I'm so excited that you're able to hear this story from my experience tonight. So guess, let me tell you what we are looking for. We are looking for women who are hungry and who want extra income, okay? What can 500 do for you? I'm asking you that, guest. If you're a guest tonight, tell me, what would an extra $500,000 in your hand do for you? What could that do for you? An extra $500 every month, okay? And then not only what could it do for you, guests, but how could you earn it? What ways could you earn an extra $500,000 every single month? Have you thought about that? Okay, somebody said pay for stuff. Yeah, you could pay for stuff. Pay some more bills. $500 a month. What could you do with it? And then how could you earn it if you wanted it? Would it be a part-time job? Every month, an extra $500,000. Not one time, but every month. So when you calculate an extra $500 a month, it turns out to be $6,000 a year. Somebody said I could save for vacation. $6,000 is a pretty doggone good vacation. So $500 a month, every month, is $6,000 a year. Right now, I found some articles, I did some investigating today, and I did some research to find out what is happening in the environment right now in our economy. And you know that we're in a high inflation time at the moment. So I did some research, and I wanted to know how much more is coming out of the average household a month now that we are in this inflationary period in America. June 27th, 2022, the average amount, y'all, that's coming out of every household every month right now is $450. Let that sink in. That's how much inflation is costing right now, $450. That's just about that $1,000. That's $50 shy of $1,000. And so I want to talk to you about how to replace that $500 with an incredible opportunity that I have been affiliated with for all of my adult life. And that's Mary Kay, baby. You're in the right place at the right time. And if you're a praying woman and you have prayed that God put something in your life that can bring you joy, that can bring you income, and that you can be around some powerful women, that you can increase your self-confidence, and work on your self-image, and many, many other things, travel, girls trips, all of that, then you have prayed your prayer, and it's here right now for you, okay? So this is what we're gonna do now. I want you to know what it will take for you to start this business before I say anything else. Before I say anything else, I want you to know what it would take for you to start Mary Kay. So due to the pandemic, things changed, y'all. When Mary Kay went through those couple of years of mostly virtual business like this right here, guest events virtually and selling our products and show and telling virtually, they also came out with a virtual business opportunity. It's called an eStart. And an eStart is a $30 opportunity for you to start this business. And what that gives you is a virtual business. It gives you your website so that your customers can shop with you 24/7. And it's an incredible website, right? And then you also have our ProPay engine for you to be able to collect credit cards and use credit cards towards people's orders, okay? So that's what the $30 gives you, the $30 eStart, right? And it's normally like an $80 value. A year-long website and ProPay is normally $80. So you're starting at $30. Now, I've asked you what 500 means to you, but $30 will make you holler. Okay, $30 make you holler. All right, so here's what we're looking for. And if I describe you in any one of these next descriptions, I want you to put holla in the chat. All right, so $30 will make you holler. And so we are looking for women who have a financial need. If that's you, put holla in the chat, okay? Because $30 will make you holla. If you have a financial need, I want you to say holla, all right? That means that you have more month than money. It means that the month is still here. It's the 27th, Lord, but the money gone, Jesus, okay? That's a financial need, okay? And that you're waiting on whenever the next check is coming so that you can have some money. That's a financial need. That's what that means, okay? The second thing that we're looking for is a woman who is family oriented. If that's you, I see a guest right here with a little baby in a little yellow shirt. She might be 8 or 9. I see you, baby. So if you're family oriented, put holla in the chat, because $30 will make you holla, all right? But the thing is this, we want you to be family oriented, but we want you to use your family as a reason and not as an excuse. That's the difference. Be family oriented. This is a woman's business for 60 years. So you know that it's very family oriented, but we use our family as reasons to work and not as an excuse. Then we're looking for women who are busy. If you busy, put holla in the chat. $30 will make you holla. Busy, busy, busy. Listen, not busy on TikTok now, not busy scrolling now. Okay, but you need to be busy doing all kinds of things. We have found that busy women get things done, and the busiest women who start this business, they go straight to the top somehow. They just can do it. All right. So if you're busy, put holla. Then, if you're not the sales type, if you're like me, when I started Mary Kay, if you're not the sales type, put holla in the chat. Holla at your girl. If you're not the sales type, because that's okay. We just need you to be teachable, coachable, and trainable. If you can be teachable, coachable, and trainable, then you don't need to be the sales type. Another thing about women who feel like, oh, I can sell anything, is that they may be a little too aggressive for the way we like to operate with Mary Kay. So we might have to kind of, retrain you just a little bit so that you can have our softer selling approach that we have, okay? Next, we're looking for women who don't know very many people. Oh, I don't know nobody. I only got one friend. That's fine. That's fine. If you only have that one good BFF, I love that. That's fine with me. Why? Because your friends and family, when you start a business of any kind, guess what they want? What's free and what's my discount? So it's okay if you don't know so many people, because then others who you meet who are going to be your customers are not going to be so inclined, like my daughter, to just take your product off the shelf and think it's theirs. Listen, that's what family do. That's what friends do. So it's okay if you don't know very many people. You are going to meet some of the best women on the planet in this company. I'm telling you, like, I've got girlfriends outside of Mary Kay. I call them civilians. Listen, and they're always looking for a girls trip and a girls brunch and a girls this. But I don't feel that need or that necessity, because I've got my Mary Kay colleagues. I've got my $1 million girlfriends, literally, who I like to hang with, and who we have the same like-mindedness, and we're going to brunch, and we're going to brainstorm breakfast, and we were just in Maui together, and I'm telling you, that's a girl's trip. Get excited, okay? Now we're also looking for decision makers. $30 to make you holla, or you can take it to Chick-fil-A. That's up to you, but you need to make a decision. All right, be like, okay, or no, yeah, no, just like that. You see what I mean? Not Has anyone ever sat on the fence? It hurts. Like, I'm from the country. I'm from Atlanta. Well, I'm from the South. My daddy from the country, okay? But I have sat on the fence, and it hurts. So we're looking for decision makers, women who can say, let's go, or women who can say, no. All right, just like that. Now, let me tell you, now that you know that you have what we're looking for, let me tell you what you're in for. The number one reason that women start this business is because of the income, the money. We talked about $500. We have the privilege in Mary Kay of purchasing for $1 and selling for $2. We purchase our products for $1, we sell them for $2. We invest $500, we make $1,000. It's exciting. It's the highest discount of any direct sales company is 50%. And that's what we enjoy with Mary Kay, 50%. Okay, holla. Now, the number two reason that women start Mary Kay is because of the reorder income. So we're selling a consumable product like bread, milk, and cheese. It gets rinsed down the drain. We love when people are eating and whatever, because they're going to need more of their Mary Kay. All right. I just need about 25 customers to be in love with one or two products, and I'm good. Okay. Now I want to go back to the $500, because that is real in the field right now, that families need that extra $500,000 more than ever. And I want to tell you how Mary Kay will fulfill that $500. Listen in, lean into me, okay? Come close. Y'all ready? $17 mascaras. 17 mascaras a week is a total of $1,000 a month. As I mentioned before, half and half. So when you sell $250 a week, which is basically 17 mascaras a week, for 4 weeks, you're going to have sold $1,000, and $500,000 is your profit. That is how simple it is for you to bring that $500 into your household with Mary Kay. That's how simple it is. And I chose mascara. We have other products. Our mascaras are $15. We have other products that are $15, $16. But mascara has a 90-day lifespan until a customer needs more. And so when you sell that mascara, she's going to need it again in 90 days and again in 90 days. Get excited, okay? And so that's why I choose mascara. And that's why the reorder income is the second reason why women join Mary Kay. It's the reorder income. Sell those mascaras and you'll always have a customer every 90 days. Oh, okay, that's one of my secrets now, okay? Number 3 reason why women join Mary Kay is because we are recession proof, and we are in a recession right now. And we are having phenomenal success selling lipsticks and perfumes and skincare and lotions and potions. Those things, y'all, are what we call small luxuries. Put small luxuries in the chat. Small luxuries make a woman feel special. When she gets a new lip gloss, when she gets a new eyeshadow, when she gets a new perfume. And that's where we come in. Maybe she can't splurge on the larger luxuries. But with Mary Kay, we have the smaller luxuries and we sell more of them during recessions. The company has been around since 1963, ladies. And so we've been through recessions and we have stayed in the black and we have stayed prosperous because of what we sell is a small, fun luxury. Get excited. Find your favorite perfume and spray it on some people, huh? Okay, now, the number 4 reason that women start Mary Kay is because of their uniqueness and style. Y'all, we have done this J. Normus June for 27 days, and I am the 27th presenter of this, maybe 26, I don't know, 27th for 27 days. And we're all different. I was talking to the creator of this, National Sales Director Lakeisha Chisholm, and her amazing idea to do this today. Thank you so much, Lakeisha. And she said that everybody's so different. Well, you get to be your own person when you start your Mary Kay business, because $30 will make you holla. But baby, how you holla is up to you, huh? All right. And so you can be a gift consultant where on Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, right, Christmas, you are just doing all of your baskets and gift collections with your 50% Mary Kay and making 100% profit. Get excited, okay? So you can be a gift consultant. You can be a reorder consultant where you just send people to your website, pass out brochures, pass out samples, and let people order. Or you can be a full service consultant where you are actually teaching women about skincare, okay? And you're doing gifts and you're sending people to your website and handing out samples and things like that. So you can decide how you approach this business. The number 5 reason is we have no quotas in 3 areas, all right? And that's retail sales, meetings and events that you attend, and appointments that you hold. No quotas in those areas. All right. The number 6 reason that women join Mary Kay is because we have no territories. You heard tonight where all over the globe we are. Everywhere. I mean, all over the United States, people are logged into this call tonight. You can just look through the chat and see. We are from sea to shining sea, and we have no territories in Mary Kay. So you can start your business wherever you are, and you can build and sell wherever you are. I was talking to one of my consultants who was a realtor, and she's going to move to another state. She has got to get another license to operate in that state with real estate. But she can take her Mary Kay anywhere and operate. And if you are a sales director and become a leader in the company, then you can take your Mary Kay to South America, to Canada, all right, to China, and you can sell Mary Kay worldwide. Yes, from $30 to worldwide, you can do it with Mary Kay. You are licensed to sell from sea to shining sea. For $30, I tell you, $30 make you holler. Okay, we're on 7. We're not a pyramid. Pyramids are illegal, first of all. The other thing that a pyramid scheme has, if you will, is everybody has a different percentage. Everybody has a different discount, right? Well, in Mary Kay, do you know I get 50% and so will you? I don't get a higher discount than you. So you start this business at the beginning, but not at the bottom. You start at the beginning. Put the beginning, but not at the bottom. There's a big difference in that. Okay, so we are not a pyramid. Next reason is for the ongoing education. What you're gonna learn about yourself and about women and about techniques and about closing, ways to close and words to say and how to present yourself. I mean, Toastmasters, goodbye. You've got Mary Kay, and we're going to teach you exactly your style, your way, and the Mary Kay way as well. So you're going to get amazing education all the time, all right? And the number 10 reason is that we have no ceiling on this opportunity, okay? The highest paycheck has not been written, and you design your own lifestyle, and you design your own paycheck yourself. You make the decision that you're ready for a raise. You make the decision that I'm going to add that $500,000. I will have $500,000 in my hand. I don't know about you or you, but what I'm going to do is I'm not going to struggle. Put that in the chat. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to struggle. I'm not going to struggle. I'm not going to struggle through this life. Okay? So if you were led to this call tonight and you logged on and you stayed here with me and you've laughed and you've thought and you've listened, $30 will make you holler. Try it. Try this business. Try this business and give it 4 seasons. Give it 4 seasons. 4. We're in the summer now. I want you to go through the fall, the winter, the spring. Is there another season? I don't know, child. I think it's 4. That's what they say. And see what you think. You like that, Martha? See what you think after 4 seasons of Mary Kay. Let that $30 take you through 4 seasons of this business so you can see every single, season. And then holler back at your girl and you tell me where you are next summer, next June 27th, the 27th Black National on June 27th. And tonight is your night on June 27th to start on my day. Listen, start on my day. Don't you wait till tomorrow. I need to see the 27th on your agreement. It needs to be tonight. So now, here's how you make that decision to get off the fence. You're gonna let me know if it's A, B, or C. All right, you let Auntie know. If your letter is A, then you're gonna say holla. $30 make me holla, and I'm gonna start. I'm getting my e-start and I'm going for it. Now, if you're greedy, and if you just got it like that, you can start for $130 and get the full kit, the full meal deal. Okay, and that's going to give you all of your supplies, your samples, your materials. There's even like a $45 sample pack. But the bottom line is that $30, and you can start this business and have all of what I've just shared with you tonight. Okay, so if your letter is A, it's decision time. We're not on the fence. We already said that. We're not on the fence now. Decision time. If your letter is A, then that means absolutely. If she can do it, I can do it. And it's on, all right? If your letter is B, then you're like, I know she said start tonight, but I got some questions and I can't ask any questions on this chat. I need a couple things answered and then I'm ready. So B means buy me a Coke, let me ask some questions, and then we ready. And if your letter is C, then you're saying, you know what? I hear you, but at the same time, no, but I will be a customer. I'll buy those mascaras. Matter of fact, I'll help you pass out some brochures. I'll be your best customer, and that's C. So if your letter is A, put A in the chat. Okay? And I want you to put holla. Matter of fact, it's not even A. It's holla. $30 will make you holla, all right? Now, you're gonna let your consultant know that you listened to this entire chat, that you listened to this entire meeting tonight by texting her this word, legacy, okay? Text your consultant the word legacy and let her know that I listened to this entire thing. I heard everything that lady said. And because if you know that word, that means that you stayed from the beginning to the end. All right. I see all these hollers. I see that holler. I see that holler. Come on, y'all. Holla. Holla at your girl. Holla at your auntie. Holla at your life. Holla at your business. Okay. Come on now. And that's it. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for listening. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. And I hope that you leave this call wanting more. All right? I want you to want more. Make sure you text your consultant and text legacy to her so that she knows that you did stay the entire time. Okay? Love you. I love you already. Bye.